This is my second plan of research, including all the things I missed in the first one. This is my improved synopsis. Omar, a modern-day 18-year-old who lives in a normal life by going to college and meeting with friends as an 18-year-old does. He is cool, popular, and up-to-date with modern-day society. Although he lives a normal life by day, by night he suffers from a condition called sleep paralysis. At first he manages to cope with the condition, but after a while it gets into his head and eventually turns him crazy and completely changes his appearance, personality, and makes him look like a completely different person. Here's the definition of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is paralysis associated with sleep that may occur in healthy persons or may be associated with narcolepsy, cataplexy, and hypnagogic hallucinations. And when I got this, I had no clue what that meant. So basically, I found a few different websites and I basically converted it to English. English is basically, it's when you're asleep and you wake up in a state where you're not able to move, speak, and you're still asleep at the same time. And sometimes during sleep paralysis you can see it like a figment of your imagination, such as like an old woman or a shadow, and this basically plays with your mind. So with the story, it's basically gonna change his view on life and completely change his mannerisms and everything, and we're not gonna know whether the old lady is just in his dreams or if it's real life. So, this is the character. He's going to be called Omar in the movie because he looks like an Omar. He's 18 years old as well as in the movie as well as in real life, and he's going to give off like a stereotypical point of view of like a modern day boy that got a Ralph Lauren top, just designer clothing, which give off the same mannerisms that you'd expect to see from a normal 18-year-old. Here are 2 tracks that I selected off of SoundCloud for the 2 main scenes I'm going to use for my trailer. This one is for when he's going to be experiencing the sleep paralysis. I basically chose this one for that particular scene because it's not too, it hasn't really got much of a rhythm to it, and it's not too like drums and acoustic sounds, so it wouldn't really be associated with like the street sound or have like a tune that people would like bob their head along to. It's just a tune that would be scary and would fit in with the actual scene. And this is the second one, which is the opposite, for when he's travelling through London to fit the stereotype. I chose that one because a modern day London boy would be expected to be listening to rap, grime, dubstep, all that kind of music that's got a beat to it. And in London, when you've got boys on the back of the bus with their headphones on, they'd be listening to something like that basically. So I selected that one for that. And then, this is my improved BBFC. For my teaser trailer, I've selected to make it a 15, and this basically because it's not going to have much blood and gore as like most Hollywood horror movies have at the moment. It's going to be more suspense and tension building. So it doesn't need to be of a too high age gap because it's not going to be too scary for young ears. And the definition of BBFC from the BBFC website for 15 is suitable only for 15 years and over. No one younger than 15 may see a 15 film in the cinema. no one younger than 15 may rent or buy a 15 rated video. Iconography. In the first presentation I mentioned a little bit, but this is going into a little more depth. The main piece of iconography that I'm going to use throughout my trailer is props, really, like such as headphones, overhead headphones, and like designer branding. And this is basically just simply for the fact to fit the stereotype of a modern day London boy. For one of the scenes I'm going to do, my character Omar is going to be in the back of a bus and he's going to have headphones on. So these type of headphones, overhead headphones, feet on the chairs, just to fit the stereotype that you'd expect to see when you get on a bus. And this is the end of my planning and research, but throughout the planning and research I've realised that it's going to be a lot of work to undertake on my own. So I've found someone who's in the same boat as me, and we're going to join our stories together in this new synopsis.
Okay. In 1955, Victoria Caroline murdered several men as a way to rebel from social constraints, and was seen as a shadow in the dark as she was seemingly unstoppable. Insanity started to take hold of her before she mysteriously disappeared, and there was no trace of her left.
Back to the present day, Omar, a normal 18-year-old who goes to college and meets up with friends, as all 18-year-olds do. He is cool, popular, up to date with modern day society. Although he lives a normal life by day, by night he suffers from a condition called sleep paralysis. One night during one of his paralysis episodes, he sees an old woman, unknown to him as Victoria, in his hallucinations, and then sees in his hallucinations nearly every night. He thinks she just remained in his dreams until he sees her in reality. Is this a dream? Is she in reality, or is she in both?
So it's going to be, this is a mix of my synopsis and Reese's synopsis. It's going to be the same genre, so sort of supernatural horror kind of thing. I slightly got the idea from A Nightmare on Elm Street, where Freddy Krueger's in their dreams and in reality as well, but it probably won't be completely the same, but it's sort of got a hint of that in it, and yeah.
That's it really.
Okay, well thank you. That's it.